Hi, I'm Dan.
I'm Cam.
And the mathematical problem we're going to address is whether or not 0 is a number. Now I know what you're thinking, of course it's a number, but it hasn't always been this way. It wasn't until about 600 AD when Brahmagupta definitively said that 0 is itself a number, opening up new disciplines within mathematics. Let's consider the problem of how many complete outfits you would have if you had 2 pairs of trousers and 2 shirts. This can be solved with multiplication. 2 times 2 equals 4. But what if you had 0 trousers? How many complete outfits would you have then? Multiplying by 0 can be tricky for some students. The use of 0 in multiplication and division is the source of a large number of mistakes and misconceptions among students of all ages. Educators should be aware of the difficulty that many students have in interpreting a multiplication by 0. For many, 0 represents nothing. As such, a multiplication by 0 just leaves the number unchanged.
Consider the following equation, 2 times 0 times 3. This simple equation would be 2 groups of 0 equals 0, since 2 groups of nothing yields nothing. 0 groups of 3 is also 0, since there are no groups, so the answer to 2 times 0 times 3 is just 0.
The blunder many people make is they mistake 0 as literally nothing, and therefore they remove it from the entire equation. But if we remove the 0, then we're left with 2 times 3, which equals 6. Unfortunately, this would be wrong, because 0 is more than just an empty placeholder.
While multiplication is more complicated than just repeated addition, for the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to assume that multiplication is simply grouping items together. Therefore, 2 times 3 is 6, because there are 2 orange groups of 3 yellow dots, and as you can see, there are 6 yellow dots.
But what if instead of 0 being nothing, it's actually a number in and of itself? It is the middle of a number line stretching infinitely in both directions. If 0 is a number, then integers become possible. All numbers are now a point on that line, and 0 is more than just a placeholder for nothing.
Anytime you multiply by 0, you're left with 0 since, as Brahmagupta said, a number multiplied by 0 is 0. With that in mind, you can see how 2 groups of 0 yield 0, which can be expressed as 2 times 0 equals 0. 0 groups of 3, of course, yields you 0, which can be expressed as 0 times 3 equals 0.
So let's get back to our initial sartorial problem and think about 0 and multiplication in pragmatic terms. If a complete outfit requires 1 shirt and 1 pair of trousers, how many outfits can you make with 4 shirts and 0 pairs of trousers? The answer, of course, is 0. It's not a complete outfit if you're dressed like Winnie the Pooh.
Although we have established that 0 is not just a placeholder, it can also function as one. It is possible to place any amount of zeros in front of any whole number and it is still technically correct. What is the place value of each column as represented by the cubes? We have 0 thousands, 100, 0 tens, and 5 ones. Without 0, these large numbers would be difficult to express clearly and efficiently. 0. What a hero.
Good work, Cam.
Thank you. Good work, Dan. Good work.
No, you sound insincere. These are our references.